Good morning. Happy Monday. As we're leaning into the Thanksgiving in the United States, Lisa being American, me being Canadian, I get to enjoy two Thanksgivings, and so does Lisa.
I'm a dual citizen now.
Yeah,
Give me
she's
some credit.
true dual citizen.
Both.
This thing here, you might be wondering why I have a Band-Aid on my head. I had a basal, how do you pronounce it?
Basal
cell
carcinoma.
carcinoma removed. So this is a nice Band-Aid. You'd rather not see what's underneath there. All good, all good.
Goodness.
Thank
Gratefulness
goodness.
and gratitude for
Yeah,
that.
my one eye's a little puffy. Lisa said I'm healing from the inside out, so that's why my eye's puffy. It's gross. Anyway, today we're going to talk about if you should run a Black Friday offer in your business. I've been following in the digital marketing and marketing world. I've been following this gentleman for a while now, and he usually doesn't really do offers that often. And last week, I saw him do this really light mention that he was going to start a really low key online mastermind group. He said it's going to be really cost effective. He's just basically looking to get anybody in the digital marketing and marketing world together who just wants to help each other out. He'll give you tips and all this stuff. But he was doing it really, really low key. Like it wasn't like, hey, here's the offer. Mm-hmm. And he literally just said, like, comment below if you want to know more information. Then it was like 3 days later, he posted, holy crap, there's a lot of people interested. And he said, I didn't even think that I was going to do this. And if you're interested, let me know. And then 3 days later, which happened to be like yesterday, I saw another post, and he posted that he's already at $88,000 USD monthly reoccurring revenue
for something that didn't exist.
Nothing, never even existed.
3 weeks ago, or how many weeks
just
ago?
really like context. This gentleman had bazillion different courses and bazillion different things you could do with him. But they were all like $2K, $100 bucks,
like
$500 bucks, $1,000. And what he ended up doing was he basically made like a vault. What's wrong?
Hey!
We're live.
I'm sorry. Our cat is eating a wreath.
Here, let's see what Lisa's yelling at over there. There, right there.
He's eating my wreath.
Right.
Okay.
There. Okay.
Anyway.
We're back. So this is
sorry.
Live. This is live. Lisa was yelling at the cat.
I can't let him eat the wreath.
So the point being, this was his Black Friday offer. So he didn't even position it that way, but that was his main goal. So his main target goal is by this Friday to have $1 million reoccurring revenue monthly, and not $1 million, 100,000 a month reoccurring revenue, 1.2 million a year reoccurring revenue. He's going to shut it off. So he said he's stopping the offer at 100,000. It's not about people. It's just about income.
Was this a Black Friday deal that he planned on running, or
he didn't say it?
Made it up for Black Friday.
I think he made it up for Black Friday. He didn't say any of this. Yeah. This is just all theory, my theory. I'm just thinking he did this with intent that he needed to create something for Black Friday, but he didn't want to position it as here's $100,000 worth of courses. I'm giving it to you for only $39.99 a month.
Yeah.
So
no,
I'll let Lisa speak a little bit.
Oh,
I spoke too much.
Okay. No, that was really good, babe.
For a Monday, that was good.
That was really good. And you just launched right in. That's perfect. You take coaching well, honey. So should we do a Black Friday deal or not? Let's help you think through this in your business. Well, obviously, if you're like, I want to do a Black Friday deal, like if this thought is coming up in your head and your gut and your intuition is saying, hey, I've had this thing that I want to bring back to life, or I know this program has really been changing the lives of people and I want to get more bodies in it. Obviously, that's a no-brainer that, of course, yes, you should do one. Now, the trap, like we said, is or the trap that you want to avoid is you don't want to devalue what you're giving. Yeah. So you don't want to take like a $30,000 mastermind and launch it for $1,000, right? Because then people start to go, well, how valuable is this program really, and how much money are? Go ahead.
That's a really good point, because actually that's in one of his threads, that same gentleman, one of his threads, it's exactly what somebody said. They said, dude, I just paid $2,000 for something you said isn't going to be in here. I literally just paid $2,000 for it 2 weeks ago.
And what did he say?
He did. I don't think he responded.
So yeah, that's the hard part, is that A, if you're getting the nudge, great. B, as with everything that we do, there has to be strategy around it. So you don't just all of a sudden go, great, I'm going to take this program, I'm going to slash it and give it 85% off, and off you go. Because you're right, you're going to tick off all the people that paid full price for that thing.
Yeah.
And then what it's going to do is people are going to go, oh, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to go in this program because I'm going to wait and see.
Friday.
I'm going to wait and see until Black Friday, and then Boxing Day, and then Valentine's Day, and then whatever day, to see if they do.
Yeah, you guys don't have Boxing Day. What do you have in the States?
Oh,
no, nothing.
Actually, no. The 26th isn't anything in the U.S.
In Canada, we have Boxing Day. If you're American watching this,
It's like kind of like your Black Friday.
Yeah, our Black Friday is
kinda
Boxing Day. But in Canada, we never used to. Growing up, they never used to do Black Friday here.
Right.
Which is so funny.
Right.
And now, because it's a consumer-generated opportunity,
yes,
everyone here in Canada has Black Friday offers, even though it doesn't technically exist here.
Okay, back to the matrix. So if your gut is saying yes, make sure that you have strategy. Okay, so are we doing a Black Friday deal? We are not, because our business is not set up that way. We work one-to-one, contract-based, work. We don't have courses, memberships, coaching programs, books, well, I do have books, but I wouldn't do that. Like lead magnets, like they're free. Like we don't, all our offers are either a value give for free, or it's a one-to-one kind of contract. So I'm not going to go and, or we're not going to go and make up a program just to have it. So don't feel that FOMO of like, that's what we see sometimes online, is everyone's like, oh my God, I'm crushing it. Or they see that success story and they go, oh my God, I'm going to go create something. Easy. And then you have all this work and all this time and all this thing, and you actually didn't want to do. It goes back to number one. Like, do you even want to do this in the first place? If your business is already operating with, you got a good thing going, you don't necessarily need to go create another offer. Yeah. Now, this might be a good opportunity though, to look back at something that you might want to relaunch. Look back in like your vault of content programs, because then sometimes people go, well, yeah, I want to do a Black Friday deal. I don't have anything to offer, but as you said, how am I going to take all this time to create all this stuff new? Look back at something that was a winner in the past, and maybe all you need to do is bring it up to date and revamp it. And it becomes like a test to see if this thing is actually viable in the market. So before you go and put all this extra time, energy, money, resources to creating this new thing, maybe you revise something that you had 5 years ago and you see if it's still relevant. And you tell people, this is a revamped program. I'm giving it to you as a Black Friday deal because it's got some great content. Again, you sell the value. Again, don't just pull something that's crappy. Obviously, there's got to be value and it's got to be good. But you can save yourself a bit of legwork by using something that you already created. We forget when we get into the work that we do. And if you work with people that are at a higher level kind of thinking, working, like you forget where you were and where your clients were 10 years ago or 5 years ago. You forget about that newbie, you forget about that beginner. And there may be a whole other audience that you haven't even been serving that could benefit from a Black Friday deal.
Yeah.
So I think it all goes back to, is the intent, I mean, again, it's like the most simplest basic question. Do you want to do this? Yes or no? Is the intent there? Is your business set up that way? And is your business set up to handle that kind of flow? Like you think about it, if it's just you and a VA, or it's just you or you just have a small team, and now you're going to be putting in like, a ton of orders, You just have to make sure you have the manpower to carry out whatever it is that you're offering. You got to think about that.
Yeah.
And then if you do want to create it, can you pull something from your archives that's an oldie but a goodie that you're revamping, maybe to an adjacent or a different market that you've never, like we work with established, successful businesses. Maybe we would pull something out of our archives for the newbies who aren't ready for done for you yet, kind of thing, and offer something.
A few more last minute thoughts.
Yeah,
listening
that's
to you.
mine.
Great.
Go ahead.
A little too late for this thought, but you know, if you had something you were building and looking to launch, Black Friday might have been a great thing to launch it with.
Why is it too late?
Well, if I'm saying, like, say they're putting together like a group coaching program or something, and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't build that in 4 days." Maybe.
Well,
If you're Lisa, you could. If you're me, no, I'd say no way.
That's why I'm like, what do you mean it's too late?
And this is
time.
why. See, because like here's the
Okay.
two brains that the difference. So Lisa would think I could build it. You're right, you could build it, but you're not going to have enough time now to actually advertise it and actually get it in front of people quick enough.
You got to warm market.
No, you'd have to launch your ads today.
We maybe don't have to do ads. Maybe do
Anyway.
more market. Anyway.
But here, this is perfect leading into my next point. You don't need Black Friday. So you
True.
think you need Black Friday because that's what the market tells you.
Oh,
You don't need
babe.
Black Friday,
Good
baby.
point,
It could be your Monday. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. The whole point behind it, the premise of what I was trying to get at with, if you're going to look to launch something and Black Friday was kind of your target date, don't worry about it. Go on to next week and say it's going to be next Friday, but keep the same intent. So you launch it, you're going to say this sucker is going to be $19.97. After, you know, the next, I'm going to give this at a lower cost for the first 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing as Black Friday, but you're not saying it that way.
Right.
You know, I'm going to give this only for $97 instead of $19.97, but only for the first 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
You just launched your course. You just launched your offer.
That's
Whatever it
always
is.
the decision matrix I tell people to go through when you're launching something. People always go, well, what do I price it at? And I'm not going to get into like my 4-part thing with that. That'll be another time. But the most simplest way is I say, what's the priority right now? Is it bodies or is it money? And of course, people always go, well, both. And I'm like, yes, I know. Both is what we always want. But if you had to choose one, truly, what is it right now? Do you want price it? If you want bodies, if you're like, I literally just want testimonials and people and I want to see how this thing is, then price it at a no-brainer or put it at a Black Friday or a next Friday. I like that next Friday, a next Friday deal.
Next Friday deal.
And you'll get bodies in there. But then knowing maybe you don't want to do that. You want to offer it at full pot. Maybe money is the
Driver.
you know, and again, that's not to say there's anything wrong with that. There are some times where like you got to pay the bills or you invested in something and you got to, you know, make that income back and you're trying to regenerate and recuperate. I get that. So maybe it's like the money is, or you want to run ads and you have an ad budget and you're like, I want to make X amount because I want to put that back into ads. Then you price it higher or you price it at whatever you think it's at without a discount for money. So money or bodies is always what we think of there. This was good today.
That's good.
This would have helped me. So we're not going to do a Black Friday deal.
No,
Sorry, people.
not today. Not this year.
Not this year. We are doing a mastermind though coming, which is going to be really exciting next
Mhm.
year. Our new website should be launching, which will be really exciting.
Yep.
We got some good stuff coming down the barrel, which is good because we're coming off of like a week of being practically half dead. Oliver was off school for the week. He was sick. I got sick, which is why we weren't around at all last
I'm
week.
knocking on wood over here.
I was like in bed. It was brutal. And then you had your thing. So
Yeah.
we're like, the P6 are on the mend, let me tell you. But it's all good.
We're thankful
We're so thankful
for
for
this
everything.
Thanksgiving, US.
And if you're not doing, I'll just leave you with this last thought. If you're not doing a Black Friday deal, which is great, which is fine, go back and have some gratitude and think about what you have achieved and what you have offered and who you have helped and use this as a time in your business instead of creating new and feeling that FOMO and feeling like you're missing out. If this isn't something you want to do or it doesn't make sense, go back and have gratitude for what you do have and who is in your life and who you have around you and the clients and the people that's lives that you are changing every day, because that's the good stuff.
As AD Shakir said, God bless you.
God bless you too. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.